I think I know the true reason, guys, why Ewan McGregor, the rumor is that he's coming back to portray Obi-Wan Kenobi in his own TV show for Disney Plus. Ian McDermott, he's coming back as Emperor Palpatine in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. I know the real reason why these things are happening or rumored to be happening. It's because Star Wars is on the decline. And Disney has to see that. They see that because the numbers are saying that Star Wars is declining. The merchandise sales for Star Wars are dropping rapidly. Now, this article came out a week ago, but if you look at the article, this would make sense why Disney was saying that, let's kill the past when The Last Jedi was coming out and that movie was trashed by the fans. They said, you know what? Maybe we can't kill the past completely, but let's try to milk the past for as much as we can. So, in this article here, it says, interestingly, last year the company reported that revenue for the consumer products division had dropped by 4% from 2017 and was down over 15% from 2016. These includes merch and sales from Marvel Comics as well. So, Disney Star Wars isn't selling. That's the reason why you need Ewan McGregor to come back. That's the only reason why Ewan McGregor is coming back, most likely. Because this was actually supposed to be a movie, and then Solo bombed at the box office, so now they have to make the excuse that, people don't really want to see this, but they're going to give Rian Johnson a trilogy, and he's the main reason why I believe revenue sales are way down, because The Last Jedi was awful. People like the past to be respected. And Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi, he was very, very popular with the fans. But Disney, they got arrogant and said, you know what, we're going to do our own thing. We don't need these old characters. Let's just kill them all off, or let's just change them up rapidly. So Han Solo's dead. Luke is dead, and he was disrespected in The Last Jedi. Lando's coming back, but now he's not Lando that we knew. He's a Pando Lando now. So changing all this stuff with the classic characters, that's something that you should not do. And now you're wondering why your revenue sales are down? 15% down from 2016. That's the reason. Because they could not respect the past. That's the reason why they're in the predicament they're in right now with revenue sales. So, that is the main reason why Ewan McGregor is reportedly coming back now. That is the reason why Ian McDermott is coming back now. Now, George Lucas did intend on having Palpatine come back as the main villain in his version of his sequel trilogy. But we all know that Disney threw out everything that he did. So now Palpatine is coming into The Rise of Skywalker now. And to me, it seems kind of disconnected from the first two movies. This was never the plan. Kathleen Kennedy says that's the plan, but it was never the plan. Because if you look at The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, Palpatine doesn't really seem like he fits into this sequel trilogy, and now he's going to be the ultimate bad guy in the last movie. Makes no sense to me. But it is what it is. So the same company that thought that Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi was a good idea, the same company that thought Rian Johnson could give us a Star Wars trilogy, is the same company that said, you know what? People really don't want to see an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie with Ewan McGregor. Wrong. Very, very wrong. So Ewan McGregor, he is back to sell merchandise. That's it. Emperor Palpatine, he's coming back to sell merchandise. That's it. There's no other way to put it, because Disney did not want these characters to be in this stuff initially. They didn't. You know, if they were really concerned about the legacy of George Lucas, they would have not done what they did with Luke in The Last Jedi. Luke would have been in The Force Awakens. Luke would have been the star of The Force Awakens and gradually passed the torch off to the new characters. But no, Disney said take it or leave it with these new characters. And the fans basically said, no, we don't like these new characters. That's why your revenue is dropping. Now, I'm very, very interested to see where the revenue will be with The Rise of Skywalker. That's a December release, so let's see where the numbers are going to be at for that. It definitely won't be going up to, The Force Awakens level when that movie was coming out. But I see a trend. I see a downward trend with Star Wars merchandise. People just aren't buying the products. They're not. Star Wars used to be a marketing machine because George Lucas, between The Return of the Jedi and The Phantom Menace, 16 years between there, Star Wars was still selling like crazy on toys, merchandise. Didn't have a problem. 16-year gap between those movies. Disney has essentially put out a Star Wars movie every year, and their revenue from sales are going down. They think it's a Star Wars overload problem, but it's not. It's a quality of the product problem. That's all it is. It's just a quality of the product problem. So I was initially very, very excited when I heard that Ewan McGregor could be coming back, and I really am. I really am on the surface. My concern is that they're just gonna milk him just to sell t-shirts, sell toys, that kind of thing. The story, I don't know what the story is gonna be. I'm hoping that it's really, really good. Ewan McGregor is one of my favorite actors in all of Star Wars, but I'm concerned that they can mess him up the way they did Luke. It's a real possibility, guys. But that's just my thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on this? Ewan McGregor, Ian McDermott, they're just back to push merchandise. That's it. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.